these short little projects because it's something quick that you can get you can get to a result kind of quickly, and then you can still embody all of the sort of principles and concepts that you want to get into the expression. And really, it's an expression. Each piece is an expression. Principles, really. So, anyway, this little table, this is the cantilever table. It was a base. It's been sitting in the shop for I don't know how many years, unfinished. The base was sitting there. It had just a ratty piece of plywood on it. So I had this piece of pink marble from Mike Rahal from back in like 2004 or 2002. But the marble was so, I think it's a beautiful piece of stone. I mean, and stone is as amazing as wood. In its own way, and it's got a grain. It's got a grain running along direction of the little slab that I have, and you can see veins, and you can tell it's solid. Like it goes, like the texture goes all the way through the stone. You see it on the top, you see it in the middle. If it breaks, you can see it goes all the way through. There's nothing surface about it. So anyway, so I finally got the piece and cut it. I mean, it takes a little effort for me to cut it even, because it's like you got to be a little careful about what you're going to do with it, because there's a pattern and a composition to the grain and the veins in it. So anyway, I cut it. It's exactly 2 squares in the area. It's 18 by 36, so it's like 2 perfect squares. And then the corner is cut out where the pipe from the base comes up and slips through the top. And so anyway, the base, I just cleaned it up, wire brushed it to get the rust off, then cleaned out the threads, put new feet on it, and then instead of painting it, I used FOS. It's a phosphoric acid solution that basically transforms iron oxide into iron phosphate at the chemical level, right? So the iron is then bonded to the steel. The iron phosphate is chemically bonded to the steel. So it's not like coming off. It's a primer, but it's integral with the steel. And that gives it a black, which is what I want to paint it anyway, because the steel serves this function of it does its job. It's amazingly strong, so it can handle amazing amounts of torque and super high compression and tension. So in that case, it can take bending and torsion incredible amounts. So that's what this table is all about, the cantilevering support abilities of steel. That's what the basic. So it's meant to be a simple line of steel pipe that sort of walks, it sort of slips through the composition. Comes out the top. Anyhow, so the intent is to again make it pure, make it simple, and make it expressive. So it's expressive of the qualities and the strength of steel as a sort of utilitarian material that can provide support with very little structure and provide support in ways that allow you to express it. So in this case, this thing's expressing. It's sort of a hand that is offering this amazing piece of stone. In the other case was wood. I used maple for the originals. But as far as the concept goes, so it's presenting something. It's presenting something as a as a gift, or it's offering something to look at. Look. It's like handing it over. Look at this. And whatever you put on it, also it's offering that. So if you put a a vase of flowers on it, or a book, or a picture. The whole composition itself is presenting something, presenting a surface to put something, which is what a table is. So it's about offering this sort of beautiful materials that you find in nature, stone or wood. To me, that's like the natural piece that you want to present. The steel is just sort of doing a job, like it's man-made, it's there, it's subservient, it's a background. But it also has to be elegant and expressive. So that's why the single line and the other feet original rod, like 3/8 or half-inch steel rod trusses, like a tricord truss, which again even disappears even more and allows just the pipe to really be the emphasis of the base. So there's a bigger contrast with the original. These are pieces of probably I-beam that was trimmed to little T sections. And then the base, there's a spot for a shelf underneath, and the idea was that was etched glass. And so what that does is also the etching. So this piece of glass is from another project, the Powerhouse conference table. That was actually maple top steel structure again. This was back in 1997, 98, something like that. And so somebody dropped a giant book on the piece of glass that was in the top and broke it in half, so I had to make them another one. And this is the piece. This is the leftover piece that I've had in the studio for, I don't know, since 2005, whenever it was. But it's just got, so the idea is it's transparent, but it brings your eye to it, and it even has this sort of diagram etched deep. It's carved into it. So there's all these like elements and sort of details about it that say something like the carving of these little pieces that are scattered, so you bring your eye to it, but then it's just a matter of sort of focus your eyes, you're looking through the shelf, and you're again aware of the sort of the structural base of this thing in steel that is really doing all this cantilevering and offering and receding too. It recedes into the background, so you have to look for it. And in the meantime, you have something useful, a little shelf down here that has some interest that again reinforces the original concept, the essence of what the thing is. The thing, then we're making the thing as a character and an essence to it. So okay, so it's just a little table, but you see that's what's that's the thought behind it. And I think that is what's missing. Let's not get into that's what I put into all of the pieces that I do. Whether it's a table or a coaster or a building. So it's fun to do the short exercises.